Ampace digital showroom. My name is Mikey Fadum, and ho ho ho! It is time for the holidays, and that means it is time for some incredible things to show you today. Now, this isn't just a live stream where you get to watch my beautiful face as I tell you about things. This is actually a digital showroom, and what that means is that while you're watching this show, there's going to be these little boxes that pop up down below here. And those boxes are going to give you the opportunity to purchase these products as we're talking about them right now. So you don't have to wait. You don't have to go look at them later. You don't have to do anything of that nature. You just have to click right on this button down below. So first of all, let's talk a little bit about the company we're here to talk about today, which is Ampace. The power is in your hands. I like showing off this slogan. It looks really nice. It sounds really nice. It feels like I'm opening an action figure when I was a kid. The power is in your hands. Now, who are Ampace? Well, Ampace are the #1 supplier for mobile, drone, and electric vehicle batteries. And that means that they've got a lot of experience taking devices that you find really important, like your phone, like your car, like people's drones that they use, in their daily life. And they're making sure those products are safe, reliable, and don't die on you. And what they're doing now is they're taking that technology and they're using that tech to help you make the world a better place. They want to help save the world. And the way they're doing that is they're taking that battery technology that, again, made them the #1 supplier for mobile batteries, for drone batteries, for electric vehicle batteries, and they're putting it in your hands and in your house with products like this one right here. Now, this is the Ampace Andes 1500 portable power station. And I'm going to tell you all about it in a minute, but first things first, you're going to have an opportunity today to win one of 3 of these 1500 portable power stations. Now, the way you're going to do that is there's going to be a box that pops up on the screen any minute now, and it's going to ask you a question. Now, I'm not going to tell you the answer to that question, except that I am. If you pay attention throughout this stream, you'll know the answer to that question before we're done. This box is going to pop up a couple of different times during the stream. And what you're going to do is you're going to click on the box, and you're going to put the answer in the box. Don't put your email in chat. Don't put the answer in chat. Click on the box itself, which you can see right now. It says, how long does it take to charge the Andes 1500? And you click on that. You answer the question, and if you have the correct answer, it enters you into win one of the 3 1500s. Now, you only get one chance to submit your answer. So, if you're looking at it right now and going, I don't know the answer to that, wait for a second. Don't answer yet. Wait until I tell you about it. But, excuse me for 1 second. But, keep your eye on it. Keep your eye for it to pop back up. You can buy one of these, or you can win one of these to take home with you right now, and 3 people today are going to do it. There's also a really cool thing going on right now. The Andes 1500 and one of our 100-watt solar panels, which we're going to talk about later on the stream. They're in a bundle. You can buy them normally as a bundle and save some money, but you could save even more money doing that today because you've got a code that I'm going to give you that you can use to save $100 off of that bundle. So, that code, you ready? You ready to write it down? You got your pens? You got your phones out? Okay. That code is 11LIVE1500. Again, that's 11LIVE1500. Nice to see you folks. Someone said, howdy, Mickey. Hot boy! No, I'm not Mickey, but that's okay. I'll try. I'll try to be as cheerful. So we're going to be reminding you about this. It's going to pop up a couple of times during the digital showroom. So don't worry if you feel like you missed it now. The little box with the question will be back. But I just want to prep you for it. You only get one chance to answer. And if you answer correctly, you'll get a chance to win one of 3 of these right here. All right. So, what is the Ampace Andes 1500 portable power station? Well, all of the power stations we're going to talk about today are designed to fit with your life, to talk about to help you with your adventures, with your power at home, with pretty much anything you need. And this is sort of the granddaddy of them all. This is the 1500. This is the most powerful, the most features. It's the one that you are going to be able to win later today. It's the one that you can get in a bundle with the 100-watt solar panel and save another $100 on it with the code 11live1500. Now this device it will fully charge. You ready? You ready? Because this is the answer to the question. Will fully charge in 55 minutes. What does that mean? That means if you have this and it's at absolute zero, if you've drained all of the power, which is something that will probably take you several days, if it's just completely dead, you can plug it into the wall and you can fully charge it up in less than an hour. Say you used the 1500 on your DJing gig the night before, like a Friday night, and you're going camping Saturday morning, and you say to yourself, crap, I got home and I was so tired from doing DJing that I forgot to plug this in, and I have to leave in a couple of hours. Well, normally with any other kind of power battery, you'd plug that in, and it would take hours to charge, and you'd probably be late. This one, you plug it into the wall, less than an hour, you've got 100% charge, you're ready to go. Now, every time you fully charge and fully discharge this device, so if you charge it all the way up to the 100 and discharge it all the way down to 0, that's called one cycle. This 1500 has a lifespan of 6,000 cycles. So that means every time you fully charge it and fully discharge it, one cycle, you can do that 6,000 times. Now, if you do the math on that, that means that if you're fully charging it and fully discharging it, every single day, it'll last you for over 15 years. And that's only if you fully charge it and fully drain it every single day. It puts out 2,400 watts of power, but there's also a mode that you can activate in the app that I'll be showing you later that can put it up to 3,600 watts. So it'll cover almost anything you need to plug into it. And let me show you real quick. I'm going to show you how the functionality of this and how it all works. But I talked about how you weren't going to need to charge this every day. Here is me plugging in our iPad and turning it on. And you can see right here with the iPad plugged in, it says we have 69 hours of charge left. Nice. Now those 69 hours, that's a little under 3 days. So that means just charging this iPad right here, which was at 50%, you'll be able to do that for 3 days before this thing runs out of power. So that means you're, again, probably not going to drain it every day. So those 6,000 cycles are going to last even longer, and you're going to have a huge lifespan on this, maybe 20, 25 years. You know, you can leave it in your will to your kids. So on the front here, we've got this button that turns it on and off. And on the side, you can see that 69 hours I talked about before. It's got 95% battery left. And then over here on the screen, we've got how much power is coming in right now and how much power is going out. Now there's no power coming in because I don't have it plugged in, but there's 12 watts going out through one of these 12-watt ports. Up here at the top, we've got a very powerful LED light. It goes bright, brighter, strobe. I mentioned DJing earlier. Maybe this will help out with your DJ set, get some cool strobe effects going. And it has an SOS mode. So if you've got this out somewhere and you need to tell people where you are, how to find you, that's a good way to do it. It's a really bright LED light. This is the button that turns it on and off I showed you. You've got 4 18-watt USB-A ports and 2 100-watt USB-C ports. Then there's this button right here that'll turn on and off these ports on the bottom. We've got a car charger port, so if you've got a car charger cable for something like your phone, you can use that. If you've got, and then we've got these 2 DC out ports, and this button right here will turn them on or off. Now on the back, let me do that the other way so I don't wind the cord up. On the back here, you've got 4 AC out ports with a button, again, just like the one in the front, turns them on or off. Those AC out ports you can use to charge your computer, you can use to plug in some other kind of device that you need. Anything that's got this kind of 3-prong port or even a 2-prong port, you know, your lights in your house, your refrigerator, you can plug it in there. And then we've got at the bottom, we've got a solar panel charger port, overcharge protection, and an AC in port. So these are all the ports you need. Well, these 2 are the ports you can use to charge up the device. and we'll talk about the solar panel charging a little bit later. So we talked about how this will charge fully in 55 minutes, how it'll last you over 15 years. But a device like this that you use to charge up your devices, that you use to charge up your, keep you in contact in case of emergency, you want to know how it's going to work in those situations. The cool thing about the 1500 and all the devices we're going to talk about today is that they have a temperature range of -4 degrees Fahrenheit to 113 degrees Fahrenheit. You know, when I was a kid, once I went camping at West Point Military Academy, and it was a really interesting weekend. It was in the 70s on Saturday as we were all running around grabbing badges and things like that. And then on Saturday night, some weird clouds started rolling in, and there was a blizzard on Sunday morning. And we woke up and everything on the ground was, frozen. Everything was snow everywhere. Wildest temperature change I've ever seen in my life. But if I'd had this with me, if it had been invented way back then, it would have been perfectly fine through all of those temperature shifts, and I would have been able to charge anything I brought with me. That's really, really important to know that it's got that kind of reliability. It's gone through over 2,000 different tests to make sure that it's going to function for you under almost any circumstance. The world's getting kind of crazy these days. We've got a lot of new kinds of storms and floods and things that seem to be happening more and more often. The 1500 is going to help you keep your family safe in those kind of situations. If you've got this sitting in your house fully charged up, you always hear about, a hurricane blows through New York and people aren't prepared and they have to find a way to charge their phones so they can contact their loved ones or emergency services. This will do that for you. This will be right there for you. You can plug right into it and you're ready to go. The other cool thing about it, now we talked about plugging in your computer, the AC cable and the AC port in the back before. If we turn that on, those are on. You can plug in your computer, and it'll be charging up your computer. But say you don't want to use the battery to power your computer. You just want to have it plugged in just in case. You could take this, plug it into here, plug it into the wall. The battery will know it's got power from the wall, and it'll just pass that directly to the computer. It's not going to use it to charge up the battery. It's going to use it to power the computer instead. But if something goes wrong, if you lose power, say you've been working on that doctoral thesis for 3 hours and you forgot to save, well, if you lose power suddenly, if something kicks out, normally your computer just shuts down and everything you've done is lost. This, the 1500, will kick in within 20 milliseconds, which is faster than it takes the computer to realize it lost power. It'll kick right in, and it'll keep the computer running off the battery in here. So you can use it as what's called a UPS, and you can save your computer for and save your work and have time to shut everything down. It's pretty great. Now there's an incredible deal going on right now on this machine. It is cheaper than it really, really should be. I mentioned earlier the 6,000 cycles. If you were buying this at full price, you would be paying 13 cents for every one of those cycles. So every time you fully charged it and fully discharged it, that only cost you 13 cents. Right now, this device is on a huge deal, and it's going even cheaper than that. You're going to be spending even less on each charging and discharging. And you can bundle it with these lovely solar panels that we're going to talk about later and save even more money on it. And the cool thing about that, as I mentioned earlier, you can use the code 11LIVE1500 to save money on both the solar panel and the 1500 in one of those bundles. So let's talk through this again. We got this button that turns the device on and off. We can see how many hours of charging we've got left, see how much percent battery we have left, see how many watts are going in and going out. We got this light up top that does bright, brighter, strobe, and SOS. We've got 4 18-watt USB-A ports and 2 100-watt USB-C ports. We've got this button right here that turns on and off this card charger port and the 2 DC out ports in the back and the front. And we've got this button right here that turns on and off the 4 AC ports in the back. And then we've got solar panel port, overcharge protection, and the AC in port. That's the port you're going to use to plug into the wall and charge up your device. It's pretty cool. So folks, you've heard about the 1500. This is kind of the granddaddy. Is it heavy, AR Printer wants to know. Well, let's find out. Not really. I mean, I have the exact weight somewhere on these slides. I'll look for that for you. Let's see. It's 36 pounds, which sounds heavy. But you saw I was just lifting it up and moving it around. I'm not necessarily the strongest guy on the planet. You know, I don't have Dwayne Johnson's muscles. But I can carry it around really easily. It's really portable. It's got these nice handles on it to help you move it around. It's a really, really good product for that. So you see something like this. What do you think you're going to use it for in your life? Where do you think it's going to live with you in your house? How are you going to use it to keep your family safe, to keep your data safe? What speaks to you about the 1500? Let us know in the chat. And I'm just going to scroll up and see if there's any other comments to respond to. Oh, it's totally fine, Travel Diva. I wanted to do the Mickey Mouse voice. All right. Yeah, I agree. This is great. I love it too. So remember, if you want to click on that button down below and purchase this device right now, you can purchase it in a bundle with the 100-watt solar panel, and you can save $100 off that price with using the code 11live1500. So, we talked about the charging time of this device, which is very important to remember, just in case you didn't remember that it was important to remember. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. This device will fully charge in 55 minutes. It's less than an hour to fully charge and get yourself 68 hours of charge just for one iPad. You've got an over 15-year lifespan, 6,000 cycles, fully charges and fully discharges in over 6,000 times. No, sorry, 6,000 times, but that lasts over 15 years. It puts out 2,400 watts. You can use the surge mode in the app to do 3,600 watts. And it's super quiet. Like you can hear, I put my microphone right up to this. It doesn't seem like it's making any noise right now, and it's actively charging that iPhone. It's really, really quiet. At its quietest, it's only about 30 decibels. It's a really unobtrusive device to have around your house. So let me show you that app I was talking about real quick. Okay, there we go. All right. Well, we're going to look at the app later. The cool thing is, when you buy this, what you get is the 1500. You also get a really high quality AC charging cable. You've seen these before. You use them for your, computers and stuff. This one's not going to break. It's really high quality. It's not like that cheaper stuff you get from Best Buy and things. We've got a solar panel charging cable. And that'll plug in right to the back into one of the solar panels that, again, you can get in a bundle with this device for super cheap, just using the code 11live1500. And we've got this car charger cable. Really, really cool. Really neat. Plugs right into your car. You can use that to charge up the device as well. So you've got 3 ways to charge it: the wall, the solar panels, or your car. You also get a 5-year warranty, this neat accessories bag to hold all of your cables, and Ampace's friendly customer service. So it's a really good deal. And if you click on that button right down below, you can find out that it's $100 cheaper using the code 11live1500 to get it and one of our 100-watt solar panels that we're going to talk about later. All right, looks like the app is ready and raring to go. So you can see I've just connected. Okay, you can see I've just connected to the 1500. See it right here. Okay. We've got the AC output that we can turn on and off, and the DC output that we can turn on and off. So that's the same as these buttons on the front and the back to turn on and off the ports. And then in the settings here, you can change the nickname of the device. You can change the ambient light mode. I'll show you that in 1 second. You can change the LED mode. You can turn on that A boost to get you 3,600 watts or 2,400 watts. You can change the battery range. You can connect to Wi-Fi. You can change when the unit times out. You can change when the screen times out. You get your serial number and your firmware version. Now, what's really cool about having that serial number and firmware version in there is that if you need to contact Ampace's friendly customer service, a lot of times for tech products, you're contacting about your computer or your monitor or something like that, and they're like, oh, can you give us the serial number? And then you end up, crawling underneath your desk trying to figure out where on the device it is. With Ampace, you've got it right in the app. You don't need to worry about it. Just pull it up on your device, and you'll have that right there. Now, I want to show you. Yeah, it comes with all of that. All right. Just 1 second here. All right. So, I was going to show you something, but instead we're going to check this out. You remember before, I told you about the question box that was going to appear down here, and you're a chance to win one of 3 of these Ampace Andes 1500 portable power stations. So a question is going to appear on your screen in that question box. Again, you only get 1 chance to submit your answer. So you got to submit the right answer the first time. But if you give the right answer, you'll be entered to win one of 3 of these. Now, the question that they're showing is how long does it take to charge up the Andes 1500? If you were paying attention, I believe I gave you the answer to that question 4 times already. So, go ahead, click on that box. Don't put the answer in the chat. Don't put your email in the chat. Click on that box and answer the question in there. And if you give the right answer, you're entered to win one of these. All right. So what I was going to show you a minute ago, it's got these really cool lights on the top. You can see them right now. They turned blue because it connected to Bluetooth. Ordinarily, it's this green line that shows you how much power you have on there so that you have an idea just by glancing at the machine of how much charge you've got left. But the other cool thing is you can change these to make them something neat. So this is breathing mode. It's a very slow change between different colors. They look very bright and beautiful. And then we've got sparkling mode, which is a transition of the color from left to right or from right to left, depending on which way you're looking at it. Looks really cool, transfers across the screen nice and slow like that. And we've got diffusing mode, which does the same thing, but it starts in the middle and comes out to the sides. Now, I mentioned how cool this was earlier because, this device is super quiet. You've got a super quiet device. You've got these pretty lights on the top. You want to put this in your room and use the lights to help you sleep? You can do that. You want to put it in your tent and give your friends a really cool color show while you're hanging out and having, some s'mores or something in there? You can do that. Don't cook the s'mores in your tent, though. That's a bad idea. All right, so remember, right here down below, there's this question button. You hit that, you give it the correct answer. How long does it take to charge up the Andes 1500? You'll be entered to win one of 3 of these. Just don't put your email in the chat. Don't put the answer in the chat. And make sure you answer it right, because you only get 1 shot. 1 opportunity. All right. So let's take a look at some of the other super cool products that Ampace has for us today. Excuse me a second. I'm just going to clear out some space. All right. So this right here is the Ampace Andes 300 portable power station. I'm going to raise it up a little bit so you can see it above the chat. Or actually, I'm going to put it up about here, but if you really want to, if the chat is blocking it, go ahead and just minimize the chat. So this is the 300. This is the baby brother of the portable power station line. This is when you want the ultimate in portability. This is the device that you can take with you wherever you go. It fully charges up in 1 hour, so just a little bit slower to charge than the 1500, but fully charges all the way up 1 hour. Super duper lightweight. You can pick this thing up, you can carry it around with you, you could do some dances with it. And it puts out up to 300 watts, which is going to be good for most of the devices you need on a daily basis. It's not going to be great for, your refrigerator, but it is going to be good for most of the things you need to use. You can press this button right here, and you can see the screen lights up immediately. We got 99 hours of charge left. We got 94.9.5? 94.9. It sounds like a radio station. 94.9% charge left. We got 0 watts going in and 0 watts going out. Over here, we got 2 AC out ports, a 3-prong and a 2-prong. Press this button to turn them on and turn them off. Over here, we got a similar button that turns on this car charger port. It's beautiful. It's great for charging those devices that you still got a car charger port for. And then we've got 2 12-watt USB-A ports in the front and 1 100-watt USB-C port. And then right here on the back, the port to plug in your AC charger cable. Charge this up in 1 hour. Now, the same thing with the devices earlier on... sorry, someone in chat said I don't see a box. That may have gone away already while we're talking about another product, but don't worry, you'll get other opportunities later on in the stream to answer the question. So, I mentioned the 6,000 cycles of the 1500. Every time you fully charge a 1500 and fully discharge it, that's 1 cycle. Same for the 300. It has a lifespan of 2,500 cycles, which means if you're only charging it a couple of times a week, you're going to get over 10 years of usage out of this. And you're not going to drain something like this in one day. It's got a lot of power in it. It's really great if you're going camping, if you're going on an adventure, if you're one of those van life people that I'm so jealous of. But it also is great for just keeping in your house. You know, if you want to be ready for unexpected power outages, if you need a source of power quickly in an emergency, 300, you can put it, you know, anywhere it's inconspicuous, and then you just pull it out, you plug something in, you're ready to go. It's got a really, really great deal going on for it right now. And it's a extremely affordable product already. But Ampace is putting a really, really good deal on it, which you can take advantage of by pressing this button right down here. You can see my finger pointing at it, and you can purchase it right now. Again, this is, you know, a super, super light device. And I'll show you. I can just take it and very carefully, because I don't want to get anybody mad at me, but I can just do some workouts with this. I could probably do 500 reps. I wouldn't, because I'm not that motivated, but I could. It only weighs about 8.2 pounds. It's lighter than my cat at home. My cat jumps in my lap and I go, ooh! You threw this in my lap and I'd be like, what happened? Did a wind suddenly blow into the room? Just like the 1500. It's got a temperature range of -4 degrees to 113 degrees Fahrenheit. So any kind of environment you're taking it into, it's going to do well. It's going to survive. It operates at 40 decibels, so it's super quiet, just like the 1500. You can't hear it. And just like the 1500, you can use it as an EPS. I think I said UPS earlier. Sorry, that's a delivery service. An EPS that will, you know, you got something plugged in here on the front, and you got the cable plugged in the back. If you lose power, it'll kick in within 20 milliseconds and start powering that device. The device won't even know it lost power. So again, over 10 years of usage. Let's talk you through again what we've got on this device. We've got this button that turns it on and off. Got 2 12-watt USB-A ports and 1 100-watt USB-C port. We got a car charger right here with a button to turn that on and off. We got 2 AC out ports, 1 3-prong and 1 2-prong, and another lovely button to turn those on and off. And on the back here, we've got a AC out port, so you can plug, or AC in port, so you can plug in and charge the device. Now, this is the only device you can't buy in a bundle with solar panels, because you can't use solar panels with this device. You got to plug it into the wall and charge it that way. But if you're interested in buying a bundle with solar panels, the 1500 you can get with a 100-watt solar panel for $100 off right now using that code 11live1500. See how I worked that back in there? Wasn't that smooth? If you purchase this, you get the Ampace Andes 300 portable power station. You get the high-quality AC charging cable we showed you earlier. You don't get that thing I just knocked over. It's got it's, you know, really high quality, really nice. Not going to fail on you. You get the accessory bag to hold all your cables. And you get a 3-year warranty and Ampace's friendly customer service. This is a really cool device if you're looking for something that's sort of compact. It's not going to take up a lot of space, not going to make a big deal of itself, but it is going to be a big deal if you're in an emergency, if you need help, if you need power all of a sudden, if you lose power. Even for something, I've been talking about emergencies, but this could even work for, my daughter really likes to sleep with these glowy star light thing that makes stars up in her room. She doesn't like sleeping in the dark like most kids. If we lose power, it'd be really hard for her to go to sleep. Unless we had one of these, plug it right in here or here. Excuse me. Lights are going to go all night. You don't have to worry about it. Power comes back on. She'll still be fast asleep. Everything will be great. So, that's the 300. It's a really cool little device. But, don't sleep on the big boy, on the granddaddy of them all, the 1500 portable power station, which we are giving away 3 of. And all you got to do is go to the question box down below and answer the question, how long does it take to charge up the Ampace Andes 1500 portable power station? If you were paying attention earlier in the stream, you would already know the answer to this. It takes a certain amount of time that I'm not allowed to say during the giveaway slides. But you already know the answer. You can click down there. Don't put your email in the chat. Don't put your answer in the chat. Put it in the question box right there. If you got the right answer, you can enter to win one of the Ampace Andes 1500 portable power stations. Extremely cool device. Really, really useful in almost any situation where you need power. Absolutely great. If you win, at the end of the stream, I'm going to reveal the correct answer, but I did already tell you 4 times. If you win, Ampace is going to email you. So you won't know if you win or lost on this stream, but Ampace will get in contact with you. And remember, if you want to get the 1500 and you want to get it in a bundle with one of our solar panels right here, specifically the 100-watt one, for $100 less than you would normally pay, you're going to use the code 11live1500. Again, that's 11live1500. Metaphors. You're confusing our poor AI assistant. All right, so we talked about the 1500, the granddaddy of them all. It's that 3 of you are going to win today. We talked about the 300, which is the ultimate portable one. Now we've got the middle child. This is the 600, and this is, a lot of times people say middle child derogatively. This is the ultimate Goldilocks compromise between portability of the 300 and the absolute power of the 1500. It'll charge up to 80% charge in just about an hour. So that's almost full charge in an hour, a little bit longer if you want to charge it all the way. It puts out 1800 watts, so it's going to power probably 80% of your appliances. All the big stuff you really need to charge, this will work on. And it'll maintain that 80% capacity after 2,000 plus charge cycles. So again, fully charging it, fully discharging it, you got 2,000 of those at least. On the front here, we've got this button that turns on and off the device. You can see right here, we got 99 hours of charging left, 97% battery, 0 watts coming in, 0 watts going out. Over on the side here, we've got our car charger port and 2 DC out ports, and the button to turn that on or off. Also, hey, if you're just joining us, hi. My name is Mikey Feedham. We're talking about Ampace Andes portable power stations today. Thanks for tuning in. Over on this side, we've got 2 18-watt USB-A ports and 2 100-watt USB-C ports. And then we've got 2 AC out ports with, again, the button here that turns them on or off. And then up on top here, we've got this LED light that goes bright, brighter, strobe, and SOS. Now again, it's a really bright light. It's really great to have if you're in an emergency. If you just need to let somebody know where you are, you don't have any other way to contact people, whether you're in your house during like a flood or whether you're out in the woods and you've lost, your way, you can turn that on. People will see it from a long way away and they'll know to come and rescue you. On the back, we've got a solar panel out port, or in port, overcharge protection, and an AC in port. And you use all those to charge up the device. So again, this is got a really good deal going on right now. Extremely, extremely good deal. It's a really shockingly affordable device. When I think about the amount that this device can charge, the amount that it can protect you, and then I see how much they're charging for it, it kind of boggles my mind a little bit. I mean, I think this is an opportunity that you should probably jump on. Another cool thing about this, you remember the lights on the 1500. The 600's got them too. You can see them right here. Again, when you're walking up to the device, these will be lit up green or something to let you know you're connected. To let you know how much power you have left, I mean. And then we've got all the different light modes we had on the 1500. This is breathing. This is sparkling. This is diffusing. Or just a single light mode to let you know you're connected to Bluetooth and to the app. Yeah, the lights are really cool. This is kind of one of my favorite features on this. I've mentioned this on a couple of these streams before, but my group of my friends gets together in the desert every year for this thing called Neotropolis. They build a big cyberpunk city. This sort of thing would fit in perfectly there. You wouldn't have to do anything to change it to make it match the theme. It would just slot right in because it looks so futuristic and sleek. I love it. So again, on the front here, we've got this power button. Turns the device on and off. We've got this LED light that goes bright, brighter, strobe, and SOS. And then we've got this car charger port and two DC out ports with a lovely button to turn them on or off. We've got two 18-watt USB-A ports and two 100-watt USB-C ports, and two AC out ports with a button to turn them on or off. And then on the back, we've got the solar panel in port, overcharge protection, and the AC in port. So just like with the 1500, there's three different ways you can charge this device. You can plug it into the wall, you can use one of our lovely solar panels, or you can charge it with your car if you're out in the wild and you need to do that. So, we talked about all three of these guys. We talked about the 300, we talked about the 1500, now we're talking about the 600. This one, it's the Goldilocks, like I said, it's portability and power in one nice little package. Where do you think you would bring this along with you? Where do you think in your house or in your car or in your, cabin in the woods, where would you keep something like this? While you're thinking of that, I'm going to talk about how, again, in 1 hour, you can get up to 80% charge on this. So right now we're at 97%. That probably took a little longer than an hour, but not much. It's got, it'll charge in 3 to 5 hours with a 200-watt solar panel. So that's still a really reasonable amount of time to charge it up. You've got 2,000 plus charge cycles before you might start to see any problems with it. It'll power all kinds of appliances in your house, your mini cooler, your fan, your projector, your lamp light, your TV. It puts out 1,800 watts, which will really help with any of your devices. It's got the app that we showed you earlier. So if you want to connect, just like the 300 and the 1500, you can connect to the app. You can control the device from the app. If you got it sitting on the floor and you don't feel like bending over, you just pull out your phone and you start using the app to control it. It's pretty great. It'll come with a 36-month warranty if you bought it, so that's worry-free purchasing for 36 months. And if you purchase it, you get the 600 portable power station. You get this really neat AC charging cable. You get the car charger cable, which will plug in to your car and charge the device. And you get the solar panel charging cable, which will plug into one of the solar panels and charge up the device with the power of the sun. It's a really, really neat deal. You can purchase it just by clicking on this button down below. And you can bring the 600 home very soon. just to get it in time for the holidays. Maybe power up your Christmas tree that way. It's pretty great. But if you want the ultimate device and features, and you want to get it for free, well then, there's a giveaway that's going to appear on the screen right now. Little box right down at the bottom. It says, how long does it take to charge the Andes 1500? Now, we talked about it earlier. I told you about it 4 or 5 times, maybe 3 or 4. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But I think you can get a basic idea anyway. And if not, listen, because I'll talk about this again later on in the stream. But because you only get to answer once, and you got to give the right answer to enter to win one of these 1500 portable power stations. But say you want to get the 600, and you want to carry it around and look cool doing it. Well, hey, check it out. We've got a carrying case bag designed specifically for the 600. You purchase the 600, you can put it right in here. This bag is IPX6 water resistant. Now, what that means is that you can turn a high pressure hose on this from any direction, and water's not going to get in, it's not going to mess up the devices that you got in here. It's got these lovely little mesh pockets on the side if you want to carry around your water or your phone or something. Up here in the front, we've got this nice, deep, deceptively roomy pocket. Can fit my whole hand in there. Use it for your cables or anything else you want to bring and protect. Got this very comfy carrying handle. And then up here, we've got this special spot that was originally designed for a solar panel, but you can see is also waterproof. So you can put, your lunch in here, you can put your drinks in here. You're taking your kids with you on a hike, and you want to bring your power station, you could probably put a couple Capri Suns in here. And I've got another mesh pocket up here if you want to put some important papers or something up there. It's very, very cool. Again, super comfy carrying handle. Not going to hurt your hand carrying around a device like the 600. And it's got this very nice shoulder strap, and you can see how cool I look. That's right. Thank you. I know I look cool. So yeah, this is a really, really cool device. Really, really useful for carrying your device around, for keeping them protected. You can also purchase it for the 600, but then also use it for other stuff if you want. If you want to put some other things in here that you want to be kept waterproof, we're not going to stop you. It is a separate purchase from the 600, but it doesn't cost very much money at all, and it's on sale right now. So you could click on that button down below, you could purchase that bag, you could carry the 600 around with you. It's great. All right, so we've talked about the 300 portable power station, the 600 portable power station, and the granddaddy of them all, the 1500 portable power station. Now again, Ampace is a company that is the #1 supplier of drone batteries, electric vehicle batteries, mobile phone batteries, and they're putting that power in your hands to help you make your life easier and safer, and maybe make the world a better place and greener at the same place. So, we've heard about the 1500, we've heard about the 300, we've heard about the 600. What battery do you think is going to fit best into your life, and why is it the 1500? I'm kidding. Tell me seriously, which of these three do you think is really going to fit? And while we're doing that, remember that right now you can purchase the 1500 with the 100-watt solar panel for using the code 11LIVE1500 and get $100 off the bundle, which is a really, really good price. Again, that code is 11LIVE1500. These are really, really cool products, and you want to take the time that you need. You're going to want to purchase them. You're going to want to use them to protect yourself, and saving money while doing it is even better. But let me tell you how these products can save you even more money. Because you see, we don't just sell the batteries, we sell ways to charge them too. Now, when I was a kid, solar panels were sort of this brand new, super neat technology They seemed like the stuff of the future, getting power from the sun. These days, they're a much more approachable product, and thanks to Ampace, a much more powerful one too. So, this is the 100-watt solar panel. If you use that 11 Live 1500 code on a bundle with the 1500 and this, you'll save $100 on that bundle. What's cool about this is that it's got a 23% conversion efficiency. And what that means is, of the solar energy that hits it, 23% is going to be converted into power for whatever you're using it to charge. Now, that most devices you'll find out in the market, most solar panels, they'll get you maybe 5, 10, 15%. This will get you 23% all along the panels here. It's water resistant, so you know that if there's like a sudden rainstorm and you've got it set up outside or on your roof to collect the sun, you'll have a minute to grab it and get it inside. And it's got some really cool features that you don't see in most solar panels. So first of all, we've got this pocket right here. This nice waterproof pocket that's protecting your cables. You plug this cable right into that solar panel charging cable with the 600 or the 1500 that I told you about earlier. Right in like that. And then it'll plug into the back of the device and charge it up. And then it's also got this really cool thing, which is a kickstand. You can set this up and you can put these two kickstands out and you can angle it towards the sun and collect more sunlight that way. It's a really good way to leave the device set up and collecting sun in the most efficient manner. And again, you get 23% of that sunlight. You can set this up, on a camping trip, but you can also set it up at home. If you want to continually charge your Andes, your 1500 or your 600, while you're, out during the day, while you're at work, you could set this up outside. You could set this up in a room with a big window, collect solar energy all day that way, set it up with the kickstand, and and you can have the power in these batteries for absolutely free because you're getting it from the sun. So you're spending a little money now. If you're going to buy the bundle of the 1500 and this 100-watt solar panel, and you're going to use the code 11Live1500 to save $100 off that, you're going to spend a little money as an investment. But then you plug this into the 1500 or the 600, you set it, you forget it, and suddenly you've taken free energy that you can use to power the devices in your home. The power from the sun will let you power, if it's the 1500, your big appliances. If it's the 600, a lot of your, devices, maybe your TV, and you're suddenly not getting charged for that power. So not only are you helping to make the world a better place with green energy, but you're also saving yourself a ton of money because you're not paying as much on your power bill anymore. It's pretty great. This device is super cheap right now. You can click on one of the buttons below and purchase it. But really, make sure you purchase it in the bundle with the 1500 and use the code 11Live1500 so that you can save $100 on the whole thing. Now, say the 100-watt looks cool, but you're saying to yourself, what if I want more power? More! Well, have I got the thing for you. This is the 200-watt solar panel. Unfold it for you. You can see how big it is there. You can kind of see the Christmas lights blinking through it. That's pretty cool. This is double the capacity for charging your devices of the 100-watt because it's a 200-watt solar panel. Still got the same 23% conversion efficiency, same water resistance. It's going to power up your house. It's going to help you power things up for free. And it's going to do a lot more of it. So it's a little bit more money than the 100-watt. But if you buy one of these, you're going to charge your devices that much faster. Now let me show you. On the front here, in addition to the cool Ampace logo, we've got this pocket, which is in the same waterproof fabric as the 600 carrying case. It's got all the cables you need to connect this to your 1500 or your 600. And we've got an even beefier kickstand. So we put this up like this. Go like that. Boom. Set it and forget it. So let me know, if you're going to charge something with the sun in your house, where's the best spot in your house to put it? I'm thinking for myself personally, we have this walk-in closet in my bedroom. It's got a big window in it, It's always getting super hot in there because the sun's beating in. Why not put a solar panel in there and charge up my devices with the sun? Seems like kind of a no-brainer. Again, this is a digital showroom, so all this stuff you're seeing, you can purchase right now by clicking on the buttons right below me. And if you use the code 11live1500, you can get a bundle of this 100-watt solar panel I just showed you and the granddaddy battery of them all, the 1500 portable power station. And you can get it for $100 off. It's a really, really good deal. You don't want to miss it. Just click on the button below, go to the 1500 with the 100-watt bundle, and enter the code 11live1500. All right, so we are ready to give away 3 of these. And again, I'm not going to tell you if you won on the stream. You're going to get an email about it. But it's your final chance to answer this question. I'm going to give you a few minutes. How long does it take to fully charge the Andes 1500 portable power station? You know what? I'll even make it multiple choice for you. Is it A, 7 hours, B, 36 days, or C, 55 minutes? Now remember, don't put A, B, or C in there. I hope I didn't just confuse you. But click on there, enter the answer that you think is right, give it the full answer. You know, if you think it's 55 minutes, write 55 minutes. And remember, don't put the answer or your email in the chat. Put it in that box down there that says, Ampace has a question for you. You want to click on that. You want to enter your answer. You only get one shot at it, so make sure you got it right. Make sure you put in, say, 55 minutes. 3 people who have the correct answer are going to win one of these 1500 portable power stations. Ampace is going to email you when the contest is over. Super exciting. And even if you don't win, you can save $100 on a bundle of the 1500 with the 100-watt solar panel just by entering the code 11live1500 when you check out with that bundle. So again, you got one last chance. Click on the box, enter your answer. How long does this take to fully charge? It's 55 minutes. Oops, I said it. Go ahead and put it in the question box. Enter to win one of 3 of these 1500 portable power stations. And if you want the bundle with the 1500 and the 100-watt solar panel, which you do because you're going to be using free energy to power up one of the most powerful batteries you can get and protect yourself and your family during all kinds of crises, then you're going to use the code 11live1500. So let's recap through this. We've got right here the Andes 1500. It's got a button that turns it on. You can see we've got 99 hours of charge left, 95% battery. See how much power is going in and going out. We've got a LED light on the top. It's bright, it's super bright, it's strobe, or it's SOS. We've got 4 18-watt USB-A ports and 2 100-watt USB-C ports. We've got this cool button here that turns it on and turns it off. And what it's turning on and off is this car charger port and these 2 DC out ports. Now on the back, we've got 4 AC out ports, button that turns them on or off. And we've got a solar charger port and an AC in port. So you can plug in your car or your solar charger into this, and you can charge it that way. And again, if you use the solar panel, you're charging it for basically free. Now, this fully charges, I may have mentioned it, in 55 minutes, so a little bit less than an hour. It powers up to 2,400 watts. Using the app, you can get it up to 3,600. That means there's very few things on this planet it can't power. And it'll last more than 15 years with a 6,000 charge cycle. With 6,000 charge cycles. And again, a cycle is when you fully charge the device and fully discharge the device. You can do that 6,000 times. Like that. So if you do it every day, that's more than 15 years. You're probably not going to do it every day because this thing will charge and power your devices for days and days on end. The other things we showed you today, we've got the 300 portable power station. Fully charges in an hour, puts out 300 watts. It's portable, it's powerful, it's everything you need for your next adventure. We've got the 600 portable power station. It's the middle ground. It's the Goldilocks between portability and power. And if you want, you can get this amazing and fashionable carrying case. Carry it around with you. And all of these models are perfect to protect your computer from power loss, to protect your family in emergencies, to charge up essential devices you need during a power outage, during an emergency, whether those devices are really important things or whether they're just things that are important to you, like the lights in my daughter's bedroom that I mentioned earlier. You know, it can give you a real peace of mind to have something like this on tap and ready to go. And of course, we also showed you our 100 watt and 200 watt solar panels. Those you can set up inside your house, outside your house. They're going to get 23% of the sun's energy powering your devices. If you use them in concert with the 600 or the 1500, you can charge up these amazing batteries for free with the power of the sun. And then you can use them to power your devices. And you can save a whole bundle on your power bill this year. If that's not a great Christmas gift, I don't know what is. So again, this is a digital showroom. Please go ahead and click on the buttons down below to purchase any of these devices. And if you want to make the smart decision of buying the 1500 in a bundle with the 100 watt solar panel, then all you got to do is enter the code 11live1500 and you'll save $100 off of that bundle. It's an incredibly good deal. All right, folks. Well, I hope you all have an excellent holiday, and I hope you make the excellent choice to put one of these wonderful devices in your life. Even this bag. I will see you next time. Stay safe, stay powered. Remember, the power is in your hands. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye.